Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a Chatty get ready with me, and I've been wanting to film one of these for a really long time. I basically just get up too early in the mornings and it's too dark outside for me to film these, so it's Sunday. I'm actually not going anywhere, but I wanted to show you guys one of my favourite looks, and to be honest I prefer filming Chatty get ready with me. So let me know if you prefer a tutorial where I chat less, or if you prefer a tutorial where it's a voiceover. I'd really like to know what you guys prefer. I think I am just going to kind of do a little bit of all of them, but at the moment I feel like talking and I haven't done one of these in a while, so we're just going to jump right into it. I'm just going to tie back my hair because it gets in the way. I really love my new hair, by the way. I haven't really talked about it yet on my channel, but yeah, my hair is dramatically different. The reason why I haven't talked about it is because the video that I filmed in which I was like, my hair's really cool, I filmed ages ago. I don't know, my life's really confusing, but it's really cute and short. I'm going to use my Dermalogica Redness Relief Primer all over my face. I want to cut my hair to my collarbones because seriously lately I've been so obsessed with Chloe Morello, and that's kind of how short I wanted my hair in the first place, but my hairdresser kind of talked me into going longer to start off with, but I'm really keen to just cut it to my collarbones or my shoulders, whatever you want to say, to here. Next I'm going to go ahead and apply my favourite face product of the moment, which is the Clinique Anti-Blemish Solutions BB Cream. I'm actually going to apply it to a surface, which I don't normally do, but I need to start doing that because I hate getting my hands dirty. I'm just going to put it on this contour palette, but this is in the shade Light, and when I squeeze it out you can see it's really watery, and it's also kind of not that light, but when you apply it to your face it's like it magically just lightens. It's really weird, but anyway, I'm just going to apply this all over my face. Just blend it in with my fingers. I really love this stuff. I was wearing it in my Q&A video. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll leave it linked down below, but I just wear this every single day. I've been wearing it all the time to school, when I go to school, which is every day. That sounded really stupid when I said it like that. When I go to work / school, I wear it, and it lasts all day, and I stay matte all day because I do wear it with a mattifying powder, which, to be honest, I wish I had a glowy powder that made my makeup last long. So if you know of a good glowy powder that sets your foundation, let me know. But I just want it to last all day, and it does, so that's great. So that's pretty much my face done. I just apply a little bit of concealer to my under eyes, but you can see that BB cream gives me a really nice natural finish. But I do set it down with a powder that's quite matte, so I need to bring the light in otherwise. But yeah, it's just so stunning. I definitely recommend that you check out the BB cream because I have been loving it so much. Today, because they aren't that bad, I might just use my Prep and Prime pen. This one is in Light Boost, which is the yellow. I don't really use this unless I don't have any under eye circles, and today they don't look too bad, so I'm just going to highlight with this. I'm going to take it down my nose and down my chin. Normally I wouldn't do this on a day-to-day basis, but this isn't really day-to-day makeup. I just really wanted to show you the BB cream because I think it's the shit. I'm just gonna blend that in with my fingers. I just love the highlight that this gives. My face just looks so much more lifted. Then I'm gonna use my Ben Nye powder, translucent face powder in Fair. I got this from my friend Emily because she doesn't use it, and I thought I'd give it a go. And I've really been liking it for setting my under eyes. It has a slightly pink tint to it, which basically helps to brighten the area. I wish I had bought the Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose. It probably would have been a lot more brightening, but I still like the way that the yellow looks on my skin. Then to set the rest of my face in place, I use my MAC Studio Fix. My colour is N3, which is the lightest shade, and I just buff that over my face with a stippling brush. This is the Real Techniques Duo Fiber Face Brush, and I think you can get this in a couple of different sets, but I do get mine from iHerb, so do check iHerb out if you would like to get some Real Techniques brushes. I'll have my coupon code down below to save $10, but it's SHC606 if you were curious. Back to chatting, because I haven't really been chatting that much. I basically have been really busy, and today I was supposed to do something with Corpu, but I can't because I have school stuff to do, so he's gone by himself, which is really sad. But I have so much to do, and I have to film 2 videos for this week, and I need to do so much. It's stressing me out. I'm just going to apply my blush, and lately I have been obsessed with ColourPop. The past 2 months I just haven't really used anything other than ColourPop. unless like I don't have that product by ColourPop, if that makes sense. Like I don't use ColourPop foundation because I don't have it, but everything else is ColourPop. So I'm going to use this as one of their Super Shock Cheek Pearlized, which is basically their highlighters. This one's in the shade Boba, and I've obviously been using it as a blush because it's pink, but oh, it's just so stunning. I've just been so obsessed with it, and I've been wearing it. This particular colour I've been wearing every day for the past week. When I first got it I thought I wasn't going to get any use out of this, but yeah, I'm definitely getting a lot of use out of it, that's for sure. This one I find to be quite a natural sheen, but for some of you it might not be natural, but to me this is like a really natural highlight, or like a highlighted blush, but yeah, it's definitely like enough, but I'm crazy, so I'm also going to apply highlight to the tops of my cheeks as well. Next for highlight I'm going to go in with Stole the Show, which is the one that I thought I would use the most because it's kind of like that white traditional shimmery highlight, but I haven't really been playing around with it that much, but we're going to use it today. I really like Tease Cake, which is more of like a peachy highlight, but today we're going to switch it up and go for like that really hard out white frosty highlight, so we'll see how it looks, but it's really, really pretty. I've also got another one on its way, and then I've got a cart that's waiting to be ordered, and I've got another highlight in there. I'm just obsessed with them. They're so just like reflective, like look at that. How could you not love it? So my camera wasn't recording, but I just used the Dewy Finish setting spray from NYX just because my forehead and just like the rest of my face that's not my cheekbones was looking a little bit too matte, and now it's just got a little bit more life to it, and it just keeps it from going dry around my nose and chin and those sorts of areas. I might need another spray actually in the centre of my face. Right on my eyeball. That's okay. So I just went ahead and filled in my brows off camera just because it was faster, and I've taken my hair down because I wanted to, and I'm finished with my face. So we're going to go on to the eyes, and I'm going to be using my ColourPop eyeshadows, and they're the ones that are from Kathleen Lights' little collab. So her eyeshadows look like this. There are 4 like Shannon's collab. She's got a kind of like beigey white nude, a warm brown, which is a couple of shades darker than the one in Shannon's quad if you're wondering. She's got the most insane like bright bronzy gold. I don't know if you can call it a bronze or if you call it gold. I feel like it's kind of in the middle. It's very, very similar to MAC's Amber Lights, but like MAC's Amber Lights on crack, you know what I mean? It's so beautiful. And then she's got a shade called Blaze, which is kind of what I want to call an antiqued bronze, because in some lights it looks green and in other lights it looks bronze, so it's kind of got that like antiqued colour to it. But I love these, and I'm going to show you how I like to wear them. First things first, I'm going to take the lighter shade, which is called Glow, with my finger. And I'm just going to pick some up, and I'm going to apply it underneath my eyebrow. And the reason why we're applying it first is it's because it's just easiest to highlight, I find, first. So then I can blend my transition shade up into the highlight. So I'm just kind of applying it messily. As long as it's like up at the brow, that doesn't really matter because the rest of it's going to get blended. So just trying to highlight, and I do actually really like this shade because it is light enough for me. Like you can see it's actually lighter than my skin tone, but if you were a bit darker you could probably mix it with Cornelius, which is the matte brown. Just kind of like custom make your perfect brow bone colour, or your perfect, you know, like light colour. I probably use this on my lid quite a lot as well. Next we're going to go on with Cornelius, which is kind of like her matte warm brown in her quad, and I'm just going to take this with a round top blender from XOBeauty, and I'm just going to buff that through my crease just to really, I don't know, give me some depth, and it's basically going to act as a transition shade. I'm actually going to take the darkest shade before I apply my lid colour, which normally I would do it the other way around, but when I applied it yesterday I found that, I don't know, that I couldn't really get the darker colour to apply on top of Kathleen Lights, if that makes sense, which is the golden shade. So I'm going to go in with Blaze, and I'm just using this on, this probably isn't the greatest brush for this. I don't have anything that's like this. I think this is natural hair, or it feels like natural hair, whereas the other one is synthetic. But I don't have anything small enough in a synthetic brush. But anyway, this is the tapered blender from XOBeauty, and I'm really slowly and carefully going to place Blaze into my crease. And I'm going right the way around into my inner corner, and then I'll blend it out with another brush. I just want to place it quite precisely first, and then I'll blend it out with my bigger blending brush. And I'm applying it first just so that it's not super duper intense. Like, it looks really intense right now, but once I've applied the gold it'll probably make it look a little bit more natural, or at least I'm hoping it will. So now I'm going in with that blending brush that we used earlier, and I haven't got any additional product on it, and I'm just going to buff out Blaze into the crease. So hopefully you can see that's kind of just deepened up the crease a little bit. Now it's time for the wrong eyeshadow again. I keep picking up the wrong shadows. So now it's time to go in with Kathleen Lights, which is literally looks like liquid metal. Like, it's amazing. And I'm just going to pack this onto my eyelid. I'm probably going to take it up, not that high. Normally I'd go right the way up to the crease, but with this one I think maybe I'll just go to about halfway up my lid. Right the way into like the inner part of my eyelid. And right the way to the outer part. I'm just not going to take it up super high. I'm probably going to blend a little bit of Blaze down so that this looks more like a pop of colour rather than like the entire eye look, if that makes sense. So I feel like this looks so much more wearable than the last time I wore it, which was in my Q&A video. I find that this, having it not all the way up to my crease, just makes it look more like a pop of colour. So now I'm going to go in with Blaze again, and I'm taking quite a bit less this time, and I'm just going to sort of blend that into my Kathleen Lights shade. I'm using a really light hand here. I'm just sort of using this to blend the Kathleen Lights shade in, and almost blending it down a little bit more, but I just want to make sure that it meshes well with the Blaze shade. Again, I'm going to take a little bit of Cornelius. I'm only taking a tiny little bit, but I'm just going to use this to really diffuse the outer edges of the Blaze colour, because I've just noticed it's quite intense, so I'm going to try and just sort of diffuse it a little bit. It's because we don't really want it to be like crazy like dark on the outer corners. I'm not really a fan of like really dark and sort of not unblended, but like, I don't know, I don't want it to look too much of a cut crease. I want it to be really like fluffy and smooth, I guess. For the lower part of my eye, I think I'm actually just going to use Kathleen Lights. When I wore it last time I did use Blaze, but I want to see what it looks like with a bright lower lash line, just for something different. So I'm going to take my Furless ME4 brush, which is like a really thin eyeliner brush, which probably again isn't the greatest brush to use, but at least it'll be nice and precise. I'm just going to pick up some of the Kathleen Lights shade, and I'm just going to take a mirror and I'm going to go right up against my lash line, just for like a really bright pop of coppery gold underneath the eye. I'm just taking the brush that I had Blaze on. I haven't picked up any additional product, but I'm just going to smoke the shade down a little bit and hopefully just deepen it up with whatever little bit of Blaze is left on the brush. So today I'm going to go for a bright waterline with this look. You could totally do it with like a black or like a bronzy brown, but today I want to go nice and bright and open up the eyes, because I want this to be more of a daytime look, whereas if you use like a smoky colour on the lower lash line and use the black, it would be more nighttime. So that's how you can easily take this sort of look from day to night. Of course I have to apply some mascara, so I'm going to use my Max Factor X Masterpiece Glamour Extensions mascara, and I'm going to start off with my lower lashes, using the viewfinder for lower lashes is quite scary. And the reason why I start with my lower lashes is because it stops me from smudging my upper mascara when I pull this face, because if I don't then I will smudge it. So it actually helps to prevent smudging. It's not just like a random thing that I do, it actually does help. It's not like a bad habit or anything. So these are the finished eyes. I actually love the way that they came out. I definitely prefer this look to the other look that I did create with these shadows, which is what you saw in a recent video, but I just love warm golden coppery shades, and I find that they're really pretty much flattering for any eye colour. Like from like the oranginess will bring out blue eyes, whereas like the bronze tones are really going to bring out green and brown eyes. I just think it's such a beautiful colour, and I like the way that I have put it along the lower lash line. I feel like that's different to what I would normally do with the bronze, so that's just something different that you can try if you're like me and don't normally do like a bright lower lash line. I am going to go ahead and finish off my lips with my favourite lip combo of the moment, which is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Bound and Shannon's lip gloss in Candy Kiss. So what I do is I get the lip liner, you get a mirror, so I get the lip liner and I line my lips. I'm going to slightly overdraw them too. Lately when I've been applying lip liners, I kind of like apply them just around the outside and then smudge them in. So that's what I've done today, and it just means that I use less product I get a defined line, and I also can colour in the lip a little bit as well. So this colour is a little bit darker than what I would normally wear like by itself, so I like to wear Shannon's lip gloss with it, which it being like a peachy pink you probably would think might not go with this, but I'll show you. It looks really beautiful. I love this lip gloss. I just apply it all over the lip. Just bear with me, it looks weird right now, but hold on. Once I've got it all over, obviously I haven't blended it right out, so I'm going to take my finger and just blend the lip colour with the, like, blend the lip gloss with the lip liner, and it just makes them a stunning colour. See what I mean? It turns out so beautiful, like from this to this. I do love wearing this by itself, but this has seriously been my favourite lip combo, and because this lip gloss, it's like, it's sticky, but it's not too sticky, and it's still really smooth, but I find that it lasts like ages and ages and ages on my lips. So yeah, I'm actually obsessed with this. I will leave a link down below to the Gerard Cosmetics website and to this lip gloss. This is the finished look, guys. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. I am actually obsessed with this look. Like, I think it is so beautiful, perfect for any eye colour, and I think that this lip colour could suit most skin tones as well. And I'm just seriously obsessed at the moment. But yeah, I do hope that you guys found this video helpful and or entertaining. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!